What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Quick change, tired, energetic. Today, we're diving into a topic that gets a lot of buzz online sometimes for the wrong reasons, but it's incredibly important for both men and women: testosterone. When you hear testosterone, you might think muscle mass or aggression, but it's actually more nuanced. Animation. Testosterone acting on brain and muscle cells. It regulates your energy levels, your mood, your cognitive function, and your overall sense of vitality and well-being. If you've been feeling sluggish, a bit down, or not quite like yourself, optimizing testosterone could be a game changer. That's exactly what we're going to tackle. The internet is flooded with quick fixes and questionable supplements promising to skyrocket your T levels overnight. But here, we're cutting through the noise. I've gone through the research, looked at the studies, 10 powerful science-backed, completely natural hacks that you can start implementing today. These aren't magic pills. They're sustainable lifestyle changes to support healthy hormone levels and improve your overall health long-term. Ready to become more energized, focused, and healthier? You're in the right place. We'll break down each of the 10 methods, explain the science, and give actionable steps for your routine. Stick around. You won't want to miss these hacks. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with a classic. And for good reason, hitting the gym. Specifically, resistance training. Now, I'm not just talking about bicep curls. To really move the needle on testosterone production, you need to focus on compound movements. These are exercises that recruit multiple large muscle groups at once. Think about the big three. Squats, deadlifts, bench press. When you perform these heavy multi-joint lifts, you're placing a significant metabolic stress on your body. This stress sends a powerful signal to your endocrine system to release a cascade of anabolic hormones, including testosterone. Those hormones help your muscles repair and grow stronger. It's your body's natural adaptation response. For optimal results, you don't need to live in the gym. The research points towards a sweet spot of about 3 to 4 sessions per week. Focus on intensity and proper form rather than just volume. Pushing yourself with challenging weights, while maintaining good technique, of course, is key. This training stimulates short-term testosterone release post-workout and builds more muscle mass over time. More muscle mass is metabolically active tissue that can help improve your overall hormonal profile in the long term. You can have the perfect diet and the most intense workout plan, but if you're skimping on sleep, you are actively sabotaging your testosterone levels. Here's why. The majority of your daily testosterone release occurs while you're sleeping, specifically during the REM stages. It's like your body's nightly hormone factory shift. When you cut your sleep short, you're essentially telling the factory to shut down early, leading to a significant drop in production. One study I looked at from the University of Chicago was particularly eye-opening. The study took a group of healthy young men and restricted their sleep to 5 hours a night for just 1 week. The result? Their daytime testosterone levels plummeted by 10 to 15%. That's the equivalent of aging you by a decade or more, hormonally speaking, in just 7 days. That's a massive impact. So, what's the prescription? Aim for a consistent 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. This isn't a luxury, it's a biological necessity for hormonal health. Prioritize your sleep hygiene. Make your room dark and cool, avoid screens before bed, and try to maintain a regular sleep-wake schedule, even on weekends. You've heard it a million times, you are what you eat. And that holds incredibly true for your hormonal health. Your body needs raw materials to manufacture hormones like testosterone, and those materials come from your food. Not a restrictive, fad diet, but a sustainable, balanced approach centered on whole foods. Macronutrients first. Protein, adequate for muscle repair and overall health. Healthy fats, the building blocks of steroid hormones. Complex carbs, fuel workouts and prevent muscle breakdown. Starving any of these mays hormonal imbalance. Micronutrients matter too. Zinc is critical for testosterone production. Zinc deficiency is linked to low T. You can find zinc in oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds. Magnesium supports hundreds of enzymatic reactions involved in hormone synthesis. Think leafy greens, nuts, seeds. Vitamin D acts like a hormone and correlates with higher testosterone. Eat a variety of nutrient-dense foods to give your body what it needs. Let's talk about testosterone's arch nemesis, cortisol. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone. In short bursts, it's useful, part of fight or flight. But in our modern world, many of us are in chronic stress. Work deadlines, financial worries, the constant barrage of phone notifications. That leads to chronically elevated cortisol, a big problem for testosterone. Think of it like a seesaw. High cortisol pushes testosterone down. They have an inverse relationship. Both come from pregnenolone. Constant stress makes your body prioritize survival, making cortisol, instead of reproduction and vitality where testosterone belongs. So managing stress isn't just mental health, it's essential for hormonal balance. Find what works to actively lower cortisol. Daily meditation, even just 10 minutes, using apps like Calm or Headspace. Deep breathing exercises when overwhelmed. A 20-minute walk in nature. These all reduce cortisol. Find your release valve and use it daily. Your body composition, the ratio of fat to muscle, plays a massive role in your hormonal environment. Carrying excess body fat can be a major drain on your testosterone levels. This is especially true for visceral fat, the fat stored around your organs. It's often responsible for that stubborn belly fat appearance. Fat tissue or adipose tissue isn't just inert storage. It's metabolically active. It contains an enzyme called aromatase. What does aromatase do? It converts testosterone into estrogen. So, more excess body fat, more aromatase, more aromatase, more testosterone being converted into estrogen. It's a vicious cycle. Lower testosterone and higher estrogen can promote more abdominal fat. The key is to maintain a healthy weight and a leaner physique, not by being a shredded bodybuilder at 6% body fat. Instead, aim for a healthy body fat percentage for your age and gender. Achieve this through other hacks we've discussed: regular exercise, a balanced diet. That creates a positive feedback loop. Higher testosterone helps you build muscle and stay leaner. We touched on this in the diet chapter, but vitamin D is so important that it deserves its own hack. It's often called the sunshine vitamin. It functions less like a vitamin and more like a steroid hormone in the body. Its receptors are found in tissues all over the body: testes, pituitary gland, central to testosterone production. A growing body of research shows a strong correlation between vitamin D and testosterone. Men with higher vitamin D levels have higher total testosterone and higher free testosterone. One study supplemented men with around 3,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily for a year. Supplement groups saw a significant rise in testosterone. Placebo groups saw no change. Natural best source: sensible sun exposure. For fair-skinned people, 15 to 30 minutes of midday sun on your arms and legs a few times a week. But depending on where you live, the time of year, and your skin tone, sun may not be possible. If so, supplementing with vitamin D3 is effective and often necessary. Get your levels checked by a doctor to find the right dose for you. Now, for a dose of reality. Many of the things we do for recreation can have a direct negative impact on our hormonal health. Let's start with alcohol. Or a beer occasionally is unlikely to cause significant harm. Heavy and chronic alcohol consumption is toxic to Leydig cells in the testes. Those are the cells that produce testosterone. It also increases the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. It raises cortisol levels. Together, that's a triple threat to your T levels. Binge drinking can cause a sharp, immediate drop in testosterone that can take days to recover from. The same goes for many recreational drugs. Chronic marijuana use has been linked in some studies to lower testosterone levels. Opioids are well known to suppress the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis. That's the command center for hormone production. These substances place a significant strain on your liver. They also disrupt your entire endocrine system and hormonal balance. If you're serious about optimizing your health and your testosterone, be mindful of your alcohol intake. Avoid recreational drugs. It's about respecting your body's chemistry. We've talked about what to eat, so now let's talk about what to limit. If you want to protect your testosterone, you need to be wary of processed foods, especially those high in sugar and refined carbohydrates. Think sugary drinks, candy, white bread, pastries, most packaged snack foods. When you consume these foods, they cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar. In response, your pancreas releases a flood of insulin to shuttle that sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells. While this is a normal process, frequent large insulin spikes are problematic. Studies have shown that high insulin levels can directly suppress testosterone production. Over time, a diet high in sugar and refined carbs can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells stop responding properly to insulin. This results in both high blood sugar and high insulin levels, creating a metabolic environment that is terrible for hormonal health and is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, many processed foods are loaded with trans fats, which have been linked to lower testosterone levels and impaired testicular function. Swapping these processed items for whole, unprocessed foods will stabilize your blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and support a healthy hormonal profile. High sugar, high insulin, low testosterone. This might be the most enjoyable hack on the list. It turns out that a healthy sex life can be part of a positive feedback loop for testosterone. The relationship here is a bit of a chicken or the egg scenario. We know that healthy testosterone levels are crucial for libido and sexual function, but research also suggests that sexual activity itself can help boost testosterone levels. It's a use it or lose it principle in action. Anticipation of sexual activity arousal and the act itself have all been shown to cause a temporary increase in testosterone. While a single encounter won't permanently raise your baseline, a pattern of regular, healthy sexual activity can contribute to maintaining a robust hormonal environment. It sends a signal to your brain and body that the reproductive system is active and needed, which can help support the ongoing production of sex hormones. This doesn't mean you need to be having sex every single day, but maintaining a level of regular intimacy and arousal that feels right for you and your partner can be a natural, healthy, and enjoyable part of an overall testosterone-supporting lifestyle. It's another piece of the complex puzzle of hormonal health and well-being, leading to a wave of low-fat and fat-free products. This was a huge mistake for hormonal health. Dietary fat, particularly cholesterol, is the building block for steroid hormones like testosterone. If you don't consume enough healthy fats, you're starving your body of the raw materials to make this hormone. The body can't make testosterone out of thin air. It needs cholesterol and fatty acids. Low-fat diets are linked to lower testosterone levels, so embrace healthy fats, not trans fats from processed junk food, monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats from whole foods, extra virgin olive oil, avocado, nuts, almonds, walnuts, whole eggs. The yolk has cholesterol. Salmon, sardines. These fish provide omega-3 fatty acids, anti-inflammatory and crucial for health. Aim for 20–30% of daily calories from healthy fats to support hormone production. And there you have it. 10 powerful science-backed strategies to naturally support your testosterone levels and unlock your best self. Remember, this isn't about chasing a number on a lab report. It's about feeling more energetic, focused, and alive. It's about improving your overall health and vitality for the long haul. The key is consistency. You don't have to implement all 10 of these hacks overnight. Start with 2 or 3 that seem most manageable for you. Maybe start by prioritizing your sleep, or add a few weekly lifting sessions. Build from there. Small, sustainable changes are what lead to massive results over time. I'm genuinely curious to hear from you. Which of these hacks are you already doing? Which one are you most excited to try? Tell me your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing our journeys is how we learn and grow as a community. If you found this helpful and want more evidence-based health tips, please hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for investing your time with me today. Your health is your greatest asset. Taking steps to understand and improve it is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Stay healthy, stay curious. I'll see you in the next video. 10 ways to increase your testosterone levels naturally.